Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be for the energetic storyline of Serena Williams and her husband. Let's get into the reading. I'm going to shuffle the decks, all three, so I don't have to shuffle throughout the reading. It'll be done. I could just pull from the decks. They're already pre-shuffled, but I'm just shuffling for you guys. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, press the like button. It's much appreciated. And leave a comment if you like. And tell me what you think. So the energy wanted to come out of someone's exhausted. I'm going to be using 4 cards for the header energy. So that's interesting. Someone's definitely feeling exhausted. So let's see what that's about as the reading progresses. Alright. But yeah, they recently unfollowed each other. So people are speculating that their marriage will be coming to an end. So this popped out, so that's interesting. Like I told you, every time I start these readings, it's like some loud noise or something. Now like a helicopter's flying above and shit. It's crazy. Alright, that's good. On to the next deck. So right off the bat, it's kind of like there's a lot of stress and anxiety. A lot of stress and anxiety. You know, and it's like they don't even know what their next move will be. You know, it's like they're going through a lot at the moment is what I'm picking up. And someone's feeling, I shouldn't even say someone because it's like I already know the energy. Serena is feeling that this is like deja vu all over again. Like, you see? It's kind of just like this guy, whatever he's doing, it's something that other guys have done in previous relationships that she's been in. And she's just like, can I have some peace? So, let's see what that's about. Okay. So it's like, they're definitely coming together to make a choice, to make a decision. It's just like, will we continue to be in this situation? Will we fight? Will we give up? What's going on? So for me, it's like they're trying to work out their relationship. Sorry, I like to get these things kind of like balanced. In my Vedic chart, I'm a Libra moon and a Libra rising. So yeah, I like my balance. Okay, so let's look into why is this person exhausted? What's going on there? They're exhausted with life. They're exhausted with their business. They're exhausted with even keeping up the image, you know, so it's like they need a cleanse. You know what I mean? It's also like they're being kind of obnoxious at the same time because it's like not that serious is what I'm getting. It's kind of like they make themselves exhausted and then it's like they use it as an excuse to complain and to be like, okay, well, I need to take time for myself. So that's fascinating. Let's see what this deja vu energy is about. So this is like coming together, bringing things together, you know, sort of like making a family, something that can progress into something big, you know, but it's like, with this deja vu energy is showing me, it's like, whenever Serena tries to do this, I'm gonna else get stuff. But whenever Serena tries to get together, like, and have like a deep relationship or something intimate with these guys, like, things don't end right. There's something going on. Let's see what's going on with that. She hasn't learned her lesson. That's what's going on. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, yeah, she's like a great athlete and all that shit, but this is showing me she hasn't learned the lesson of her life yet, of how to interact with these guys. And what's going on is that it's thrown off her growth. You know, this has to do with growth. You know, it's like, it's not a harmonious relationship. You know what I mean? It's kind of like imbalance. So it's like either they really like her a lot, you know, or they're like fans and, you know, it's really uncomfortable for her, or she really likes them a lot and she puts in all the effort. It's not a balanced situation. Let's look deeper. Again, I was talking about like her coming together with dudes and how like it's not working right. Because if you know anything about like I don't know what you would call these things at the moment. They're not germs, but they're like a type of moss or something. But basically, this is like a symbiotic relationship. But what I'm getting is that her relationships that she gets into, they're not symbiotic. They're more of like a parasite attaching to a host. You know, so I'm not knowing who's the parasite at the moment, but it's showing that it's not a good situation. What's going on with this potential energy? Because that potential energy is kind of just like, at any second, something can go down. Like, I'm getting even like being ruthless, like shit talking, or just like being reckless, not caring. So what is that about? So it's her energy. You know, she wants to reclaim her power back. She feels that since she's tied herself up with this guy, it reduced her as a person. You know, it's also made people sort of like feel a type of way about her in the community, because it's just like you got with this guy, which is kind of silly at the same time, because I have to say that, you know, she did date a lot of guys in the community. So she tried to do something different. But the energy that I'm getting though is like, she's like, damn, not only have you fucked up my game as far as like me being an athlete, because she's kind of blaming him for that as well. It's just like, people don't look at me the same way. So she looks at this situation kind of with regret, you know. So she's going more with her intuition. She's not going off of her heart anymore. It's like the heart energy is really not there. It's just like she's going off of what her mind tells her and sort of what instincts tell her, you know. So she's really disgusted is what I'm getting. The guy energy hasn't really appeared yet, but let's look deeper into this. You know, she feels like sticking with this guy is bad for her health. And I'm also getting a lot of volatile energy. So I don't know if this guy is, because I'm picking up with this health energy, it's like this guy either talks a lot of shit to her, or it might be like some type of domestic problems or something. It's like this guy is toxic. And she's aware of the toxic energy as well. Let's look into the choices. I'm getting this is her energy again. It's like she just wants to leave. You know, she doesn't... This is usually energy that comes up when someone feels like it's a lot of baggage attached to something. You know, kind of like something they don't want to give up, or they're afraid. But she's just like, I don't care what people say. Like, I just want to move forward. But will she, though, is the question. Because usually people feel these type of emotions or feelings and stuff, but then they stay for the sake of, like, the kids and shit. You know, this is an energy of duality. Like if you've seen any of my previous readings, I think especially one of the more recent ones I've done, I don't know which one it was, but this same card came up for sort of like the same sort of energy. It's kind of just like the person wants to leave, but they might stay for the sake of the kid. So it's kind of just like they understand that they need to progress and move forward. You know, they're not dumb to that. But with this 3 energy in the bottom, it's showing me it's like she might stick in the conflict. She might stay in the conflict. You know what I mean? It's like, especially because I don't know like the dynamics of their relationship. But it's like, if the kid's not seeing this and it's just something that she's experiencing, you know, she wants sort of like a family unit, you know? So it's like she might put the kid's needs above her own, you know? Because I'm an empathic healer, so it's like, it's funny that energy came up, because it's like, I feel that Serena, she's not a selfish individual. So it's not just like, fuck it, I'm unhappy, fuck whatever anyone else is thinking. You know, she's considerate to other people's feelings and what might happen. So especially with her kid, you know, I don't know how many kids she has, but I definitely know she does have a kid. It's kind of just like, I'm not going to be reckless or just do something that's going to fuck up the development of my kid. And I think that's kind of like honorable when it's coming from that place, as opposed to just like, I don't care. But then it's like, you have to take care of yourself as well. So let's look into that. What's going on there? Again, it's like with that 3 energy, because I know for some people, usually I don't like disclose like my method of reading and stuff, because it all changes and switches up. But with this sort of like 3 energy, it's like conflict. You know, 3 isn't, some people say it's like a lucky number and all that, but for me it's usually a sign of conflict and fighting. So it's like, instead of the symbiotic relationship that she should be having, you know, it's a lot of fights. You know, this is also showing me like they can't integrate together. You know, it's kind of just like, let's say hypothetically the guy's just like, okay, I'm going to pick up the daughter from school or something, or preschool, at like, let's say 3 o'clock. Then she's just like, okay, then tomorrow I'm going to do it. Then the guy might just be like, oh no, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then like, it's like petty stuff. That's just showing me a lot of petty energies, like a lot of unnecessary fighting. So let's look deeper. Yeah, it's like, again, it's just like all this fighting, all this situation, it's putting her in a place where she wants to get away. She wants to relax. She wants to meditate. So that's what's being shown here. The reading is funny because reading isn't really saying anything deep. Like, I'm not getting anyone's cheating or anything like that. It's just that it's a lot of arguments and a lot of like tense energies. Let's look into this alliance. See, like, that's why with the 3, and it came up here again too, it was just like, you know what I mean, her growing with this guy, it's just issues. There's always problems with this dude. So let's look, actually, yeah, let's look in here and see what's going on. Her spirit, she's in conflict because she sees the illusion. She's been illuminated to it. But it's like she's headed towards it still. You know what I mean? Because you would think like this is like a missile to destroy it or something. But it's just like, you know, with this chariot, you know, symbolic of, this is a card for Cancer. So it's like her family is a priority. Like, you know what I mean? She's not trying to do it necessarily just for the image or anything like that. Like, you know, it's, you know, she's human, so no one doesn't want to look like a fool or look like a failure or anything. That's normal. But this is, she's moving towards the illusion for family reasons. You know, so it's kind of just like again, like I said earlier, like with the kid, you know, she's really thinking about the kid's lifestyle, basically, you know, like Should the kid have a parent that's in another state while another parent is here and all that? Like, she wants a family unit for her kid. So let's look on this side, on that slot, and see what's going on with this cleanse. Again, it's like the same thing. So these are all her energies at this point, this whole thing. So it's just like she's exhausted, she's tired, you know, like she's trying to work, she's trying to make things happen, she's trying to get the gears in motion, she's trying to let things be stable. Not only as far as her being an athlete, in business deals, behind the scenes, you know, stuff like endorsements and all that. So she's stressed about the normal stuff. And it's like she wants to cleanse from all this drama, all this fuck shit. You know, and then to basically like confirm all this, it's just like this understanding. She knows that she's broken. You know, she's doing a lot of praying to her higher power. It's showing that her higher power is going to help her out. You know, it's coming towards her. You know, but it's sad. It's like the energy I'm picking up, because this is like real kind of emotional. Usually I don't like feel this way about my readings, but it's like she feels, it's like she feels really broken down. You know what I mean? She's not like the lion that she used to be. Like, you know, she was really strong and like dominant and doing her shit. And now it's just like ever since she hooked up with this guy, she became a broken bird. So this guy, whoever he is, he's an asshole. He's not uplifting her. He's not, what do you call that? Like, making her life any better or enhancing her life for the good. It's just like ever since she's been with this guy, he's been nothing but drama, and he's been bad for her. He's been bad for her celebrity image, and he's been bad for her on a personal level. But I mean, I guess I'm gonna end the reading here.